We were born into a world that is a malware, okay? The world you were born into was designed to cause you to malfunction. From the get-go, yes, you never had a chance. From the get-go, everything, the cartoons, your neighborhood, the habits, what people are saying, the parents arguing, the neighbors doing whatever they were doing, everything around you corrupted your system from the get-go. You never had a chance. Why does the world have to be so messed up when we all can see it could be better? Like, you don't need to be a genius to know that the world can function better than this. You don't need to be a genius. So why is it people have so much money, power, weapons, political influence, and no one seems to ever come up with any usable solutions? It's the same old stuff, just keep repeating over and over and over. So you have to think, maybe this is by design. Maybe it was never supposed to be perfect from the beginning. Maybe the whole point is for you to get to a point in your life where you're like, okay, now I have enough knowledge and experience to say, okay, maybe I can do something about my life experience. Not save the world and change everything or solve all the problems, but what can I do about my life experience? Can it be better? There's a distinction to be made. Like I said earlier, you were born into this. You never had a choice. You never had a chance. The house you were born into, you didn't choose it. Somebody might tell you chose your parent and some whatever. It's a narrative. We don't know. You don't know how do you know how you got here? You can't tell yourself, okay, we had some contract and, past life, whatever. You don't know how you got here, okay? You were just born and you just happen to know this are my parents, this is my city, this is my school, these are my friends, right? You didn't choose any of it. But then from the moment you became conscious of it, you have to learn to navigate whatever this environment is, right? So to answer your question, it's a great point. When you're a child, you're stuck. That's why I feel for children. They have no choice. They have no power. You just have to suck it up and survive it. I'm serious. You can't do anything. You can't go anywhere. You cannot fix whatever dysfunction your parents have between them. So you're stuck until you're old enough, the doors open, you can go out into the world yourself. And this is where the repair has to start. So they've wrote the long bill for you, and when you walk out of the house, whatever the age, 18, 21, whatever, now you have to pay. So is it fair? It's not. This is what I'm telling you. Life is not fair. It's never been fair. It was never supposed to be right or fair or any of that stuff. Now, you do have the choice. It is what it is. Whatever the bill is, this is your bill and you get to run with it. So, for example, everything that I went through in my life is brought me to this moment. Is it bad? Is it good? It is what it is, right? So it's not that I'm saying that having, all these things to overcome is bad. People who become the most successful in life, it's usually because something terrible happened to them in the past and they had to work their butts off, and it becomes, the catalyst to their success. So saying that you had to survive childhood, I never actually would say, oh, this is bad. No, it's not. It's just what it is. Some people were raised in an environment where they were not pushed enough. Some people were raised in an environment where they were pushed too hard. Some kids saw too much at a young age. They were too naive. at an older age. Which one is good and which one is bad? In some circumstances, it works in your favor. Under certain circumstances, it works against you. So again, this is the importance of self-analysis, because you don't actually know how whatever it is that you grew up with is affecting your life. You can use it all and use it in your favor if you decide what direction you want to go in life. Okay, so it's not written in stone that just because you came from abusive parents, then your life is going to be terrible. Because some people, for example, two kids who come from an abusive family, yeah? There's one kid that just chooses to stay in that environment, not leave. And then there's another kid that says, you know what? I'm getting as far away from this place as possible and I'm not looking back.
You want to say it's like your journey starts when you realize
that you're not okay. Yes. Because when you're a kid, you open the box, you're excited. That's why kids are so excited. They're excited about everything. You don't know yet that there's malware on your computer. The day you find out, you're like, holy, what all these years? My whole life? Now you're like, what do we do? And this is why we're here. What do we do? Because now the cat is out of the bag. This is not okay. What do we do? Okay? So, in general, that's the whole purpose, the reason, the value of self-awareness. When you're conscious enough, you care enough to ask yourself, I'm not okay. Why? What can I do?